everybody, welcome to the channel. In a previous video I mentioned a broken bracket problem with my Hogworkz saddlebags. I'm going to show you what broke. Looks like it broke right at that weld right there, or just past it. So I got online, I'm looking at the website, and I wanted to see if I can get a replacement bracket. I'm assuming that I'd have to buy one because it's been more than a year since I put these on there. So anyhow, one of them little windows pop up with a chat guy on there, and he says, "Hey, how can I help you?" And I said, "Well, you know, I'm looking to get a replacement bracket for the one that broke." He goes, "Okay, we'll send you one right out. That's it, no questions asked." They sent me two new brackets, a whole set. So shout out to Hogworkz. They do a damn good job in customer service. It took me 3 days and I got the bracket. So I'm ready to install it today to replace that bracket, and I'll show you how we do it. Said came in 3 days. I was well impressed with that. See what's inside. I believe it's a whole bracket set. All right, what have we here? 2 new brackets, nicely wrapped. I want to mention that too. Everything I've ever got from these folks, the saddlebag setup and the crash bar for Donna's bike, was well packaged and arrived pretty quickly. There's a new one. It looks halfway decent. Hopefully that won't break. Okay, the way these are attached to the bracket, these big screws here with plastic handles on them. Now, I've seen the Harley ones a little bit better. It's a one-touch, locks in place. I could probably replace these with them, but I generally don't take these off anyway since I put them on there, because then you got to look at the bracket. That's how long it is. Now they will become loose when you're riding, I noticed. They'll vibrate a little bit loose, but you just go in there and just give them a couple of turns and it's back to where it needs to be. I could probably use some thread locker or something. Probably prevent that. Okay. There's the saddlebag. Now look at all this. Look at that wear on the belt guard. I guess that is from this, my stereo I got hooked up in here, which is a Boss audio amplifier. I guess it's rubbing on this, I had no idea. Lately I've been using my helmet comps with the music, so maybe I should just uninstall that, but I do like the option to have it there, so. Okay. Alright, first thing I'm gonna do is take off the foot peg. Gotta take off the circlip. And pin here. Pull this out carefully. There's a little ball in there. Little ball bearing. Right there. I try to keep this stuff as most assembled as possible to avoid crap. Now you need a T45 Torx head. You gotta have one that's long enough to get down in there too. I've had several and different things I tried before. Finally I found this extra long one is fine, because you can't stick a socket head. So I just remembered, actually I remember when I looked in there, the stock bolt was a Torx T45, but being that these brackets came with replacement bolts which aren't so hard to put on and remove, so now it's a 5/16 Allen head to get that off now. But normally it would be T45 is the stock bolt. So now you know. This is easier anyhow. There it is. That's the replacement bolt. There's the broken bit right there. Okay. Take the backrest off. I'm gonna have to remove these from here. These here are T45, so still need to use this anyhow. Okay. Now now so I don't get confused. Because these are actually different. These are the mounts for the backrest. So, gotta have that one in the back, that one in the front. Alright, the saddlebag mounts come off this bracket and I'll put them on the new one. They're right here. So, that's the next step. Okay, instead of that, I'm gonna put the bracket on first and then use them so I can align them better with the bag. Might be a better way to go. How simple is this, right? One on there. Here, one here. Now putting the foot peg back on. Gotta make sure it's in the right spot. This became a little pain in the ass because I got the wrong tool for the wrong job. But I don't have an extension with a small enough 5/16 Allen to get in that, to where that bolt is. Gotta make sure this here is up next to that. There's a little dip in that foot peg mount. So you see, I don't know if you can see it. That has to be facing over there. I don't know if you can see a little mount. Okay, that's as good as it's gonna get. All right. Put the foot peg back on. Put the pin in. Take a little circlip back. Technically, I should change this out. It'll hold until I get another one. Okay. All right. Nice and solid all over again. Okay, good deal. Now this is back. Now I'm gonna have to put the little hooks here. Look what I got, fellas. 10mm socket. The elusive 10mm socket. Now I'm not tightening them down all the way. I'm just gonna tighten them down a little. And then I'm gonna put the bag on there and adjust them accordingly. Because it's a little bit of a to-do to get them in the right spot. Anyway. Okay. These down now. Now it appears to be in the proper position. All right, the way I'm getting this to line up, I put these on, but they're not tight. I'm going to attach the saddlebag to that clamp. Now this is a pain in the neck way to do it, because I'm going to have to tighten these up with the saddlebag in place, which isn't the best way to get it tightened on there, but I'll snug them up enough so they're in the right spot. So they're adjustable. You want to be correct. That's sitting on the rail nice. Now, I can't get a socket in there to tighten them. But, I use a box end and an open end and tighten them up. If I can get them snugged up enough to put that socket on there, be in good shape. Just so touchy. Okay, that should be good enough. So I can tighten them down now. Nice and solid on there like it's supposed to be. Take these off. I know they line up. Oh, see? What happened?
It moved it?
It moved.
Well,
It's okay. Go back with this side on this side.
how far did it move?
Not 5.
You put it back.
Okay. Bag back on the brackets. A little to do to get them lined up right. This needs to be seated down in that bar. And there's rubber gaskets on the bottom of the saddlebag that sit there to keep it in place and minimize some of the vibrations. But these are kind of a pain because you really got to keep twisting. But once they're on, they're good. Got my amp. Put it over here on the Velcro. Doesn't go anywhere. Seems to be pretty good. Well, I hope you enjoyed my little video about replacing this left-hand saddlebag mount. Once again, I'm real happy with Hogworkz for sending me out the replacement, no charge. So anyhow, please like and subscribe to J&D Motorcycle. And as always, ride safe out there and have an outstanding day.